to hell. We've had our fill of heaven. Give us back our sins. Tell me what you said.
Hello there, Sir from 17 once again, bringing you some Dead Space 2 multiplayer. And yeah, you're probably thinking, whoa, Dead Space 2 multiplayer, and why not? Well, the first thing I'm going to say is this multiplayer is really fun. The second thing I'm going to say is this multiplayer is about as unbalanced as when Mike Tyson fought Frank Bruno and knocked his tits off. Because, oh my goodness, this is so unbalanced. This game is almost broken by how unbalanced it is. And the reason for this is, when you level up on this game, your characters physically get better. So, for instance, a level 25 against a level 1, the level 25 is pretty much going to win every time. And you're never guaranteed to find people at your level, so it's just unbelievably biased on whoever is the highest member on the team, whoever's put the most time in, because they get better weapons, they get more damaging attacks. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I've got a bit of mixed gameplay here for you guys. I've got footage of me against people who are lower than me, and footage against people who are higher than me. And you'll notice there are some people I just can't kill, and there are some necromorphs that when they jump on me, there's nothing I can do to get them off. I mean, look at that. That lurker just killed me with 2 hits. 2 fucking hits. My lurker can be shooting for weeks and not kill people in 2 hits. That's how high that guy is with that monster. It's ridiculous. But the general premise of this, if nobody's played it, is it's kind of like Left 4 Dead meets maybe Battlefield Bad Company 2's Rush mode. You and your team have to push these objectives, and the necromorphs have to stop you basically, and you're timed to do this. And the humans respawn, it takes a while for the human to respawn. The necromorphs, depending on which one they want to choose, can respawn almost instantaneously. And obviously the humans are very powerful, the necromorphs are very weak, but the necromorphs are strong in numbers. And look at these slasher dudes are totally bullshit. I think the computer controlled these guys, because nobody's going to walk that slow who's a human being, and they don't have names above their head, so I'm assuming they are the AI to make it a little bit more hectic. But the gist of this is, this guy who's playing the lurker, I mean look at him, he's level 55. There's nothing we can do about him because he's just too strong. I nailed that pack geezer there with my stasis and my pulse rifle combination. But we've got 42 seconds. I mean, I just saw a guy then. Fuck knows what he is. Is he a pack? Yeah, he's running away. But as you can see on the screen, we've got the activate reticles showing everywhere on the stuff we need to touch. My dude there's got mounted by a pack, and that pack guy killed him so quickly. Look at that. But my buddy hops on the switch, so let's have a see what we can do, see if we can defend him. And look at these high level players. What they do is, they'll sit up on those balconies. He's another one there, look at him spitting at us. And because they're such high levels, their damage from those projectiles is ridiculous. Look at this. I can barely get that motherfucker off me. I had full life when he jumped me. But because he's a level 41, his pack's execution damage is a lot higher. And I got killed by an AI slasher. How bad is that? But it's one of those things where you have to just keep pushing the objectives as quick as you can, and if you don't, your team's going to lose. And if you can get a group of friends really organised, you can do it quite easily. It's just, if you're up against people that are a higher level than you, it's almost impossible, if not improbable, to even try, because you get dicked. And it's so unfortunate, because if there was a little level into this, or a better matchmaking, then this could really be something great. I mean, look at these guys over here. We've got that lurker that's doing massive damage to us. We've got another lurker there being a dickhead. He's running away. Do I get him? Do you see how much damage that just did? He took half my life off with 1 spit, and he spat at me again, and it kills me. 2 spits to kill you. When I play as that fucking spitting thing, I can spit at people 20 times and it does nothing. It's just so unfortunate. But hopefully my guys are pushing the objective, because we've got 2 minutes to try and get it, and there's only 1 indicator on the screen, meaning we need to push 1 more button and can hopefully proceed. So I'm just cruising up here, I'm firing grenades to try and knock as many dudes down as I can. Look at that lurker on wall, what a cheeky bastard. But my guy's getting nailed again, they're all standing from distance. I'm shooting as much as I can, but I'm not hitting anything, and I get another dude on me. Do I use my med pack? It doesn't matter, I use my med pack, but I'm getting mauled. Whoa! Still alive, and then dead. So yeah. If you come up against a high bunch of guys, you're just going to get absolutely dicked. It's how this game is built. But I'm just hoping that the people on my team right now are going to be pushing the objective, because I've only got 1 friend in this. and he was getting equally as fucked as I was. But there you go, another AI slasher. You can always tell they move super slow and they don't have names. Let's ever see what we're doing. There's no enemies spawning around here, so fingers crossed I should be able to get to where the team is. There we go, they're all fighting over us. A puker who's got my mate, and I take him out. And there we go, he gets a med pack for his trouble, so we should be able to heal up. Vent's just gone. Member of the pack there. Grenade to knock him off. There we go, get the kill. And here we go, 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and this is the hardest push of this level. We have to go out onto this high ground and try and activate 2 switches, and right now I'm saying to my buddy, there is no way in hell we're going to get this because they're just too high level. They're going to kill us too quick. And guess what happens? We get absolutely digged. So we run around here straight away. Our guy jumps on that button, but he gets took out so quickly. And I'm just here trying to back up them so that they can press the button. Somebody going for it, there we go. And straight away somebody's spitting at us from that vent. So I fire a grenade to try and knock him down, to try and delay him so that my boy can get the press and get the objective. And look at this is just a shit tip. Necromorphs left, right and centre. There's a bit of lag on my pulse rifle and something's just hit me, so I've got absolutely no life. I heal, I'm back to no life, and I just get pounced on. And there's nothing you can do, you can't get them off you. Because they're just far too strong. And that's how you can tell they're high levels, because they're getting more kills as the Necromorphs as you are as a soldier. As an engineer, should I say. And it's just ridiculous, but this mode is super daft when you first play it, so I would definitely implore people to give it a chance if you've not tried it out, because I really like using the guns in Dead Space, and I really like how the game controls. It just makes me wish there was a horde mode. If this game enabled you to get, 4 or 6 of your buddies, select your equipment, and then go out, and then even level up and unlock better stuff to play it, it would be one of the most addictive modes ever. Especially if they had a diverse bunch of levels, it'd just be, look at that, fucking kill myself with grenade, that's just ridiculous. It'd just be awesome, and it's something that should come with DLC, because just look at Borderlands, they got Mad Moxie, and Mad Moxie was a piece of dog shit, but it was a good idea that just had really poor execution. Anyhow, here we go once again, me and Kimball, or whatever he's called, trying to push these objectives, but there's just too many of them, they're just too strong, and we can't seem to get them off. So we're going to try this side this time. And another AI slasher's turned up, so I take him down with grenade, and I get jumped by a fucking pack, and there's nothing I can do here, they're just too high levels, they're going to rape me, look at that. And I played International Track and Field for the PlayStation and for the N64, and I'm a pretty good tapper, and there was just nothing I could do. It actually makes me wonder if there's any point in tapping, because it just doesn't seem to make a difference sometimes. But yeah, this is definitely one of the more challenging levels. This one's called Escape, and that's literally because you have to escape in the pods once you turn them on, but we don't manage to do it. The other level that I find really difficult is the Titan Mines, because people stay on the balconies and snipe you, and if they're a high level, they do so much damage you barely get anywhere out of the spawn. It's ridiculously unbalanced. But look at these. The big thing with the pack is they're so quick, and because the connections on these games are pretty iffy, it can be really difficult to hit them. And when you're playing as them, it's dead funny because you can be running around a dude and you just can't do it and you'll just nail him, but when you get nailed by them, obviously, not quite as fun. So I'm getting absolutely dicked. Our team's getting absolutely dicked. I mean, look at him. One pack killing a soldier on its own. It shouldn't happen. And we've got 25 seconds to rush this objective, and we need to press both buttons, so this needs to be almost a brilliant push of sheer genius where we both do it in synchronicity, but it's just not going to happen because they're too strong. And that is one of the major problems with this multiplayer. My other issues that I have with it is there's a lot of weapons from the campaign that aren't in this, which kind of sucks. Also, the level unlocks are a little slower than I would have expected. I thought you'd have got more unlocks with weapons sooner and the upgrades a little bit later than you get them. And there you go, the Necromorphs won that round. I went 10 and 8, so I didn't do too bad. 25 dismemberments. And then now we get to play as the Necromorphs and see how weak we are compared to them. The first thing I'm going to knock as well when you play as the Necromorph is, instead of like Left 4 Dead where you can walk around the arena and choose where you spawn, on this game you're in this bizarre first person mode where you have to pick an air vent, and it's so unintuitive, it just feels lazy. And my general strategy on this level is to try and hit dudes as many times as I can with the lurker from a distance, and then rush in and attack them with my close encounter move. But as you can tell, these guys are high level, so they've got more stasis than your average soldier. and they can do it about 3 or 4 times. And look at that, I jump on that guy, do I get a kill? Do I fuck? He murders me in seconds. And another interesting choice on this multiplayer, friendly fire's on. And it doesn't really make much difference when you're an engineer, because you take a big beating from your mates, but when you're a necromorph, you can be doing a ton of damage and one of your buddies will kill you by accident. And I do it all the time when I'm sniping. I kill everybody, and it's like, I don't mean to do it, it's just the necromorphs are so weak and you've got more chance of killing your buddy than you have of killing a fucking guy you're aiming at, which is unbelievably unbalanced if you ask me. But here I go, I pick the pack, it's the fastest respawn, let's see if we can do some damage. A good tip with the pack is to hold the sprint button while you're attacking, because you're so quick it's dead hard to get you off. But look at that, he stasises me straight away. Stasis should not be in this game mode, it's too overpowered. And the worst part is, I think when you reach level 40 or something, it increases in power, so that you can do it more times. And look at that, I'd not even spawned and that motherfucker nailed me. Level 55 pulse rifle. When you pass level 45, the pulse rifle does more damage, so that guy does more damage than anybody else on this game, and that's his starting weapon, so already he is at a massive advantage. And here I go now, I try and be cheesy with this spitter, and as you can tell, the projectile isn't the easiest thing to work, and if the light's on you like that, that means they're aiming at you, so be very careful, because you die so quick when you're a necromorph, it's not even funny. But here they go, they're all rushing this item. I try and get this dude. I don't know how to grab as the big slashes, so that's why I didn't grab that guy. And there you go, he stasises me and he murders me. Level 41 pulse rifle. What the fuck can you do against that? And, I mean, good advice is, if you can jump on the people to do the executions, make sure you do that, because even if you don't get the kill, you stop them from being able to move, and your mates can come and beat them up while you're on them. The only problem is, if there's a bunch of high levels like these guys, they're all going to come and kill you before you get a chance to do much. I mean, look at them. 3 of them, all super high levels. Then there's this dude that's not quite as high as them, so I think we can get a nice bum rush on him. But we don't. And it makes it almost pointless to play, because there is nothing we can do. We're not strong enough to take them down when they're in a group like this, because they're just too high for us. It's not mean we're not going to try. I mean, look at this, I'm on him, I'm tapping A. Does he throw me off? Of course he fucking does. Could I throw them off? Could I balls? It's hilarious. It's like a man with one leg, it's just completely unbalanced. But it's very silly and it's very funny when you play it, and especially if you're playing with friends, so I definitely would say give it a try. I mean, look at that. Spins round, stasises me, there's nothing you can do. Level 41, what a wanker. Ooh, that guy's nearly dead. And here I go, do I get him? Go on, get him, get the bastard. And he stasises me, and now I have no legs. Not gonna win with no legs. And the dude's still not fucking dead. Why is he not? And look, this is that first person bullshit when you're trying to pick a vent. Hate that mode completely. And there we go, they win, we lose. What could have we done different? I don't know, maybe spend 50 hours and get as high as them. But that's Dead Space 2, guys. I'm going to be bringing a little bit more gameplay, a couple more gameplays where I do a little better than that. But interesting game. Anyhow, thanks for watching, you take care now.